Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be making neck bones. Y'all, it's been like a year since I made neck bones, so I decided to go ahead and make some more, and plus I got a taste for them. Before we get started, y'all, make sure y'all get my cookbook. It is on Amazon and it is linked below digitally. Without further ado, let's get to it.
Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camera. You don't really throw you up.
So the first thing we have here, y'all, is our neck bones. We have about 2 pounds of neck bones, which is really only like 1 pack, and this pack cost me like $14–15. Yeah. So we just going to season it up and we're gonna marinate it. You can marinate it for like an hour to like 24 hours. I'll take some oil and just get some oil coated on there so all our seasonings could stick. Then we just gonna season it, y'all. I don't remember all the seasonings, but I'm just put them on the screen for y'all. There is like some I got seasoning salt, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, ground mustard, some ground sage, stuff like that. I can't remember everything, but I'll put it on the screen for y'all. And we just gonna get all these seasonings coated on these neck bones. Rub it on there real good. Gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Maybe about a tablespoon. That mixed on there. Y'all can find all these seasonings at your local like grocery store. I got most of these seasonings from Walmart, so they shouldn't be hard to find at all. So you just want to make sure all the meat is coated, and I like to just go like this on each one of them just because I like to make sure the seasonings get all in the nooks and crannies and crevices. And I'm gonna add a few onions on here. Got a little rough chop of onions, so we just gonna put a few on here. And I'm not really adding my garlic right now because I am gonna sear these, and I don't want the garlic to burn when I sear them. This onion is just added extra flavor, pretty much. Y'all, we're gonna sit this in the refrigerator until I get ready to cook it later. Mine's probably gonna be marinating for about 5 to 6 hours. I'm not cooking this till later. It's early in the morning still right now. So while we wait on that, y'all want to make sure that your onions and your bell peppers and your carrots are roughly chopped. I just got a green and red bell pepper, 1 large onion, and then some carrots at the bottom. Maybe about a cup of carrots. I cut up maybe, it just depends on the size of carrots you have. Just maybe about a cup of carrots. And just like a rough chop, y'all. Just chop it up. We're going to set this aside, and then we're going to come back once the meat is done marinating. Alright, so we got our meat out, y'all. I'll show you. They've been marinated. We're going to go ahead and sear this. We're going to sear it. It's not really to cook it, y'all. It's just really to get some flavor and color on the meat. Alright, so we're going to add a little oil. This is olive oil, y'all. Y'all can add whatever kind of oil you want. Avocado oil, algae oil, whatever kind of oil. We want this grease to be extremely hot before we add the meat in. It looks like it's hot already. Turn it down. We'll stir this for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Alright, so now we're just going to remove them. I'm going to add some butter. A bit more oil. Now we're going to add our veggies in. We just had the onions that was from the meat that I put on top. So we let this go, y'all, for about 3 to 5 minutes, and now it's pretty soft. It's not really soft, but it's getting some flavors out of it. So now we can kind of scrape up the bottom a little bit to get all that flavor from the bottom. So once we've done that, we can go ahead and add in, I'm gonna add in a little bit of this beef, roasted beef bouillon, better than bouillon flavor. Add a little of that in there. That's just some added flavor, y'all. It's gonna be fire. I can already tell by looking at it. Now this is just me. I like to add about 3 tablespoons of flour. You can do 1 to 5 tablespoons, whatever you like, however thick you want yours to be. Now y'all know we're just gonna cook this until the raw flour taste is off, basically until you don't see no more white. Alright, y'all can probably see it's starting to get a little thick. So this is when we want to start adding in our liquid. Y'all can use water, y'all can use beef broth or whatever, but I'm going to use beef broth. About 32 ounces, just depending on how many bones you got. I'll start by just adding a little bit just so I can kind of deglaze the bottom first before I add it all in there. Now what I'm doing here is just kind of trying to make everything go together, if that makes sense. We're gonna add some more flavor. I got some garlic. I add about 2 heaping teaspoons. You can use fresh garlic if you want. I just don't feel like cutting none up right now at all. So now we're just gonna add our meat back in. Adding a little water because we want the liquid to come just above the bones. I could add more broth if you have some. Instead, I just don't want to open up a whole new one just for a little bit more liquid. If that makes sense. So that's pretty good right there. I'm gonna add about a pinch of salt just because I did add some water. Keep the flavor in there. Now we're just gonna bring this to a boil and then down to a simmer and let it simmer for 3 hours, and make sure y'all just come in to check on it in between. Alright, so it's boiling now. Let's see. Yeah, it's good and boiling, so we're gonna turn this down to a simmer now. Alright, so it's been about an hour and a half. We just gonna check and make sure ain't nothing sticking or like stuck. It's not quite done. Y'all can see it's not falling off the bones yet. And that's what we want, it to be falling off. So we're gonna come back in about an hour and a half. Okay, y'all, so this is pretty much done. We're gonna go ahead and just check on it and pretty much just plate it. Okay, so we're gonna just add some potatoes to the bottom. You can use potatoes or rice, whatever you decide to use. You want to add a little parsley. Add whatever y'all want. Alright, y'all, so this is how it came out. Very, very delicious. Very fork tender too, y'all. Y'all know how I get down with it. I gotta have them coming off the bone. Anyway, don't forget the grocery list is always in the description below, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else y'all want to cook, what y'all want to see, what y'all want to learn.
Hit that subscribe button.